Hi, good morning. I got to tell you, I was asked by the office to come and have a look at this video yesterday afternoon, and they said they'd hoped I'd like it. And anyway, I'm at the back of the theatre, and I hear this conversation. There's a Weber guy. He's got to be absolutely mad to try and follow that. So I sort of let that go. And then another guy said, "What's he going to call it? Ugly Bastard 2?" Anyway, So I looked at this video and I thought, you know, major awards and I'd have quite liked to have one of them minor ones would have been rather nice. Anyway, thank you for coming here this morning, and let me tell you something about the genesis of Love Never Dies. It was about, I suppose, 16, 17 years ago that I had a dinner with Maria Bjornsson. Maria, of course, is the designer of this incredible set that has really been so much a part of all our lives who've been involved with Phantom, I mean, ever since she came up with it. And it was fantastic design and really a whole part of the whole thing. Sadly, Maria, of course, died a few years ago, very young. And, of course, she's so hugely missed. Anyway, we started talking about the Phantom, and she said to me, you know, it's a bit unsatisfactory, the ending, isn't it, really? I mean, Christine goes off with a rather boring guy. The Phantom disappears. What kind of ending is that? I mean, maybe everybody wanted their money back, I would think, if I think about it. Anyway, so I just started to think about that, and I said to her, what would happen if we took the story 10 years later and we maybe set it in America? Because that would be the logical place for the Phantom to go. And we talked about it a bit, and she said that could be very thrilling, because if he lived in America, because that's the place of penthouses and goodness knows what, this time he could live above everything. And I thought there's a germ of an idea, and I started to think about it. And I met with Freddie Forsyth, the novelist who wrote The Day of the Jackal, and we started work together on shaping a story, which was the story of the Phantom 10 years on, and him coming to New York. And, of course, in our story, which we came up, he became one of the most powerful people in Manhattan. But I could never unlock the story at all. I couldn't make it work musically. Freddie went on and published some of the ideas in a novella called The Phantom of Manhattan. But there it stopped. And about 3 years ago, I came back to the story again, and I worked with a couple of other people, and again I came through it with the whole thing, and I just hit a roadblock again. I couldn't find my way through it at all, until I happened to meet Ben Elton, and Ben said, can I have a look at this story? And he said, you've got a big problem here, because what you've done is you've introduced new characters, and it really should be about all of the old characters. And with that, I set working on a new script, a new story, and I started to collaborate with Glenn Slater, who has written the lyrics, which you will hear some of today, and also with Jack O'Brien, who is our wonderful director, probably best known for Hairspray and The Coast of Utopia in America. We fashioned a new story. Now, I think I should explain what we've done is we've set it in Coney Island. Now, I expect many of you will remember something of Coney Island. At its height, which would have been about 100 years ago, and it stayed there for about 20 years, it was like the eighth wonder of the world. In fact, Sigmund Freud said that the only reason to go to America is to see Coney Island. And so what we've done is we put together a video for you today, which shows you black and white footage of what Coney Island was about 100 years ago. And then I thought what we would do is we would follow it with the moment that we first meet the Phantom in our story. And that is when he's got everything going for him. He's had a fantastic success at Coney Island. Of course, he arrived there as one of the freaks himself, but being the Phantom, he built himself up to being the absolute A1 man, who controls the island. But of course, he is pining for the love of his life. And the first scene that you will see today, sung by Ramon Karimloo, who is, of course, the Phantom here in London and will be the Phantom in Love Never Dies, that this is the moment where we first meet him, and he sings a song called Till I Hear You Sing. So I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of our conductor, Simon Lee, our great orchestra, and you're going to see the Coney Island video accompanied by the waltz that I've written, which is more or less the opening of the show itself. And it'll be followed by Ramin singing a short excerpt from the show, ending with Till I Hear You Sing. Thank you very much for coming.
The day starts, the day ends, time crawls by. Night steals in, pacing the floor. The moments creep, yet I can't bear to sleep till I hear you sing. And weeks pass and months pass, seasons fly. Still you don't walk through the door. And in a haze I count the silent days till I hear you sing once more. And sometimes at night time I dream that you are there, but wake holding nothing but the empty air. And years come and years go, time runs dry. Still I ache down to the core. My broken soul can't be alive and whole till I hear you sing once more. And music, your music, it teases at my ear. I turn and it fades away, and you're not here. Let hope pass, let dreams pass, let them die. Without you, what are they for?
Well, thank you very much. Obviously, one thing I didn't say, we made no attempt to stage this at all, as it will be in the production. And this also gives me a wonderful opportunity to introduce our Christine, Sierra Borges, who I saw in Las Vegas, I think it was, wasn't it? It was great Christine she was. And Ramin, thank you. And thank you for keeping the curtain up here every night as well.
Very welcome.
Okay, well, I think we're going to say goodbye. And thank you very, very much indeed once again for coming. We're going to have Simon is going to give us a little bit of music on the way out.